For coming out. It's an honor to be here tonight to talk about such an exceptional film. I'd like to introduce some people to you. First, the co-writer, Mr. Patrick McHale. The composer of the score tonight, Mr. Alexandre Lestat. The director of character fabrication, Georgina Haynes. The voice of Candlewick, Mr. Finn Wolfhard. The voice of Count Volpe, Mr. Christoph Waltz. The voice of what's going on? The voice of Pinocchio and Carlo, Mr. Gregory Mann. The co-director, Mark Gustafson. And the co-director, co-writer, producer, mi amigo, the one and only, Mr. Guillermo Del Toro. Thank you all for being here tonight. So just would love to start, if you don't mind, with the writing of this. I know it's a movie that has taken you quite a while to get made. If you could talk for a moment about what Pinocchio has meant to you, and if you could talk about the writing and how much you wanted to stay loyal to the original stories, and how much you wanted to go elsewhere.
First of all, I want to acknowledge the presence of someone without whom this movie would exist, because what sparked everything, every possibility. In 2002, Chris Remley published his Pinocchio. He's here in the audience. And the moment I saw that design, I understood everything. And well, we can go this way. So, you know, it took about 16 years to make the movie. And a good chunk of the solving of the problems, and it was very clear to me from the beginning that it was going to be about losing a child and getting another, and that it was going to be connected through the tree, and the cricket would live in there, and would do it in the time of war. And then through the years, it evolved, and I would like to have Patrick talk a little bit about it. I think Patrick was vital for me, as you know, having dialogue with collaborators is extremely good, and we refined and argued some more, and he was patient enough to chase me through the world. He would travel whenever I was shooting something, or so that way to empty all the hatred and love. Go ahead.
Okay, this is Mike here. Yeah, I think a lot of it was kind of figuring out the characters and who they were. It was so much about the father and son relationship, and how that, you know, evolves over the course of the story, and there's different kind of father and son relationships, and it's kind of prism that we're looking at, these different angles of those kinds of relationships. But really, it's so important to figure out who Pinocchio was and how he exists in this very specific world. That was kind of the main focuses.
It was important for us to do things that came from the novel that nobody else had done, burning the legs, crushing the cricket over and over and over and over again. The idea of him dying and being taken by the black rabbits of death, which comes from the novel. But then, basically, we turned the whole story upside down. It was not about obedience being a virtue, but disobedience being a virtue. And instead of everybody changing Pinocchio, he changes everybody. The cricket star is this pompous guy that thinks himself a philosopher, and ends up being a simple guy that loves life. The father starts talking about perfection. he ends up accepting him exactly as he is, blah, blah, blah. You know, all the stories of fathers and sons are also the political side and the horrible version of paternalism that is fascism. And even Jesus is a story about a father and a son. And there are echoes also to the movie, like Pinocchio uses the same arm that Jesus. You know, when we started constructing this throughout the whole process, the beauty of animation is that it's really slow. So you have time to think, meditate, feel. We shot for 1,000 days, which is more my speed, right? I want to do that all the time.
I know we have 8 people and 20 minutes, so you do the math, but I just wanted to ask if you talk just for a second about your relationship with the story of your mother.
Yeah, briefly, this is one of the primordial stories of my life. This and Frankenstein. They're the most autobiographical things I can think of, because when I saw it with my mom, it was the second or third movie we saw. The first one was William Wyler's Wuthering Heights, for some reason. And the second one was this. And the only thing I remember is thinking, this is the only movie I've seen that shows how scary it is to be a kid. And it stayed with me, and I felt that I'm Pinocchio. And I think that that's what kept it alive all these years. And we really needed the entire team of people. We had hundreds of people working, and everybody was a partner at a very deep level. My partnership with Mark is a blessing and profound, and I'm extremely happy to have found such a collaboration.
Gregory, what was it like when you found out you got the role?
For any 10-year-old boy to find out that they got the part of Pinocchio, I was over the moon, running around, jumping, screaming with joy. To find out I was working with Guillermo and Mark, it was just incredible. I didn't know who they were too much as I was very young, but I knew that Guillermo made a book of life and that Mark was part of Fantastic Mr. Fox. But as I got older, I think I can appreciate their work a lot more, and now that I get to say I've been in a movie with them and I've worked with them, I'm going to remember it for the rest of my life.
That answer was extraordinary, honestly. Mr. Waltz, can you just talk about Volpe for a moment? I'm just curious what your experience is. Obviously, it's always a different thing doing an animated film from live action. But did the final product, did it match what you saw in your head when you were performing the voice? Hold on a second.
Did it match what you, in your mind, what you saw when you were doing it? Did it match what you
Of course not.
It wasn't anywhere close. It's an interesting process because it starts with you kind of a flight by night, you know, and slowly comes together as the gentlemen decide what to do with what you did. And it takes some getting used to, but with a little help from the friends.
Mr. Desplat, the score is so beautiful. Did you score to animatics? Were you scoring to the script? Did you wait until there were shots for you to see? I'm just curious the process for you.
Well, the songs were going to be written before, so we wrote the songs like 3 years ago, maybe, and then recorded these wonderful actors, singers. And yes, we waited and then for the film to be edited. There were still some animatic sections, but most of it was there. And by having the songs ahead of time, we also decided with Pierre that we could take some of the motifs of the songs and interview. Because sometimes in movies you have the song and then the song is gone and the score takes over. We wanted the score and the songs to be really you know, so that it really was organic to the story.
I'm just curious, I'm curious your feeling when you are scoring something, and your scores are always so stirring and emotional. For this, especially, where you use, what's your approach? Do you use your heart more? Do you use your mind more? Like, how much are you just feeling? As you're so expressive, it's remarkable.
The French has no heart, you know. No, what we did with Guillermo, we used an orchestra made of wood. No, I'm not kidding, it's only wood instruments. So the sound is a bit, it seems normal, but actually it's abnormal. It's strange and a bit off because of that. It's just woodwinds, piano, guitars, harps, you know, no metal. So I guess it also gives an intimacy and a connection with Pinocchio. And aside from that, it's just working with Guillermo and trying to find the right emotions. I tend to prefer being restrained when I write music, but Guillermo pushes me in a good direction to be more expressive, you know, more Mexican.
Georgina, the work that you did in this film was just mind-blowing. I'm just curious what the experience was working with Guillermo. You worked on so many amazing films, Coraline, one of them. I'm just curious, what was the experience working with Guillermo on this?
Well, firstly, it wasn't just a movie made of puppets. It was 3 amazing teams of puppet makers across the world. We had a team in England, in Saunders. There was the team at Shadow Machine in Portland, and there was a small team in Wolfhard as well. Amazing puppet makers. But what was, I think for all of us, what was so amazing working with Guillermo and Mark was the passion for the story, the passion for the characters. So it was already set up for us. You know, we just made these beautiful puppets that were designed, you know, by Guy Davis, under Guillermo and Mark's sort of guidance, and then sort of the love that came together to create those puppets, and the talent. We have the best puppet makers in the world working on this show, and I think you can see it.
Incredible work. Finn, so you're on a show called Stranger Things. So, just curious, your work on this was so great, and the character has this great arc. You did such an amazing job. I'm just curious how first of all, did you record your stuff with other actors, or were you often alone, so you did?
Well, yeah, I was lucky enough to go to London and record with Gregory, like, I don't know, it was a long time ago, it was 3 or 4 years ago. And it was amazing. We just sat in this little booth in Soho, and Guillermo was on, I think he was on Zoom, and we did that scene in the bedroom where we're, you know, talking, and it was great because we started doing the scene, and I remember Guillermo just going like, all right, now this one try quieter. And so then we tried quieter, and it was like, even quieter than that, even quieter. And it got to the point where we were just like, really whispering, like very, 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 very quietly. And it got to the point where it was like, you know, because when you're, I guess in a room with the mic, you just think you have to talk really loud, like, because it's just this thing in front of me. But we kind of forgot about the mics and just sat there, like, just across from each other. And I think it really helped. And yeah, it was just a really, really great experience.
It's the arc that your character goes through is so subtle, and it's so beautiful. That scene where they befriend each other, where kind of really turns and asks if he's scared or he's afraid. I just wanted to say I think you did a lovely job. It was really good. I didn't even leave the art, but I'll let me get back to you both on directing. One of the amazing things about this particular animated film is the subtleties of emotion and movement and behavior. You know, little details of things that happen, you know, the second closing of the door where Carlos comes in to the house. Just little things that just feel like accidents. But of course, nothing is an accident when you're doing this. And your work prior to this is obviously legendary, extraordinary, but this in particular just felt so special. How did you approach the animation in that particular subtle way?
Well, I think one of the principles that we started with was trying to give more agency back to the animators themselves. So we selected our animation team very, very carefully. And when you work with people over the course of 1,000 days, you really get to know them and understand their strengths. So we tried to cast certain animators with certain characters and keep them on the scene so they would have ownership of those scenes. And then people were much more invested that way. And then we also had this notion that was something that was very important to Guillermo, this idea of failed acts. It's something that gives sort of a verisimilitude to the movement in the sense. It doesn't necessarily have to happen, this extra little thing, but if you do it, all of a sudden you buy into the scene as being something very, very real.
That's my favorite moment, probably, in terms of those things. We said we should animate unnecessary things because that's life. And my favorite, which is, I think, prodigious, is when he bumps on the balloon and then bumps onto the other balloon and he gets tangled and he gets angry. And of course, it looks improvised if we were live action. We had to have a balloon and a rig and a this and a that, and it looks like life. And I think that's what made it special. And the thing is, we wanted truth out of animation. We didn't want to present to the world as idealized thing, homogenized and pasteurized for the consumption of really helicopter parents. This is not about the kids. The kids love the world. It's the parents that want to fucking homogenize it and pasteurize it for like a screen, you know? And we were there, I must say, what is very moving is 1,000 days of shoot, and the animators were doing the best work still. Last week of shoot, last day of shoot, last animator animating, my man here.
Animated shot in probably 20 years, and we were out of animators, we were ramping down, and there was one thing that had to be done, and so I ripped off.
What was that? What was it?
I'm not gonna say.
I will say the priest and the kids looking at the Jesus, and it was out of sync by a few frames. I said, Mark, we got to reshoot it. I'm like, there's nobody left. I said, I'll do it. But you know, I think this is the other principle that guided, and I wanna say it here, because we're so horrifyingly domesticated with animation being too active, is to be quiet. And Miyazaki says two things that I think are essential and became more Bible. He said, if we animate the ordinary, it will be extraordinary. And he said, and that was like engraved. And the second thing he said is, Western animation is interested in the clapping. I'm interested in the space between the claps. And I think it's so beautiful. There's a small homage to one of the most amazing movies in the history of the medium called The Red Turtle. And the crabs at the end, which everybody hated me for putting the crabs in the sand. But it's an homage to The Red Turtle. And they did it, and it's a masterpiece, and it's full of this life. I believe in animation as a medium that can push into a beautiful, adult, complete form of art, as it should be.
The animators deserve a huge amount of credit.
Just a couple more questions. Was there anything that in the script that, as written, that you felt was particularly special to you that you got to see brought to life in this film?
Yeah, there's a lot. I think the one that when we finally figured out the line from the Sphinx kind of character when she says about I forget the line now, but it's something like you don't know how long you have with someone until they're gone, and that kind of sewed up the whole kind of thematic everything of the movie to me. I was like, oh, that's it. And so like to see that on the screen and to kind of feel it all kind of connect there, I think is the moment.
May I say, by the way, that Patrick is Pinocchio. He has an innocence and a purity and a life that both Mark and I agree. He is Pinocchio. And I think that was the virtue. We argue beautiful. We argue beautiful. We'll argue at dinner. This is the first time I've seen it.
But it was great that we could have, you know, and it was fun.
Wait, this is the first time you've seen it?
No,
No, come here.
Yeah.
What the hell? Very confusing. I cannot tell you what a joy it is to talk about something that is so truly brilliant and such a labor of love. And you are all so wonderful in your capacities in this film. And it's an honor to get to sit with you and talk to you. Congratulations on Pinocchio. Thank you all for being here.